Hey ladies, so I'm coming really quickly to do a really quick video just to kind of give y'all a conclusion to the FET consent form conclusion basically. So basically I wanted to come and just let y'all know exactly what we decided, what we was gonna do, well actually what happened during the interview or whatever, and just kind of what we decided. Okay, so I guess I'll do it all together, you know, what we decided and the whole interview process. So hopefully y'all can see me okay, because I have no sunlight whatsoever. The weather's really bad right now in Texas, and so it's getting kind of dark, so I'm using my fan, and y'all know that indoor lighting is just not what's up. So anyway, and then this light will just throw it all off, so I'm just gonna do it like this. So hopefully y'all see me okay. Hopefully it's a little bit brighter than what I think, so just bear with me here on this bad quality of a video. Okay, so the first thing is that when we got there, he was just like kind of like just mutual talking or whatever, and then he got down to the basics or whatever, and he was just, you know, saying, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, you know, first start off with why I feel like y'all should put one embryo, and then after I say what I have to say, then I'll let y'all, you know, I'll let y'all go ahead and give me, you know, y'all's point of view or y'all's opinion, or, you know, whatever or whatnot. So anyway, this is the things I kind of wrote everything down because I didn't want to miss anything, and I wanted to make sure, you know, I had everything correct, or that I remembered everything. And I probably still forgot some stuff, but I tried to write everything down a few moments ago. And y'all know that was way on December the 8th, so it's been a minute. So anyway, he goes to say that the first reason why he wants us to do only one embryo is because we've had a successful transfer, which I felt like at that time, I was just, in my mind, I was like, that's just not a good enough reason for me. So he was like, you know, you had a very successful transfer. We put in two, both of them took very first round of IVF, and it happened. So that was his first reason. Then he said that the quality of our embryos was another thing that he looked at. Is because all of our embryos that we had, there was none that was horrible. All of them, if y'all remember correctly, was grade AA, and AA is the top that you can get. We had one, the very last one was AB, and that's considered good quality. So we had excellent and we had one good. So out of all of the 16 embryos, let me see, wait, no, yeah, wait. Out of all the 16 embryos, we had all 15 AA, and then one was an AB. So, and then in all, we had like I had 28 eggs, just kind of catch y'all up on those that are just watching. 28 eggs, 21 of them fertilized, and then 16 of them made it to the stage to freezing, to kind of jump into that. So anyway, we had good quality eggs. So that was another reason why he felt like, you know, if you put one, it's gonna take. If you put two, it's gonna take. If you put three, basically he was saying however many you put in, it's gonna take. The third thing, and it's kind of like going kind of out of order, but anyway, the third thing was age. He was like, you know, my husband just made 33 and I'm 32, and so he was like, because, you know, we're fairly young, which I thought that when you get, I guess it's 35 and up, but I know with some clinics, if you are in your 30s or whatever, they may say, okay, you put in two because, you know, the different chances are one. I forgot how it go, but I know one of them is like because they're scared that you're gonna get multiples, and then the other one is if they want to make sure that it does take because the quality of your embryos and so forth. So there's a lot of factors that determine, you know, at certain clinics what you should put in, what you should not put in. However, my clinic, I've never had one of those. They've never said that, oh, we're the clinic that will do this or will do that, or, you know, if you are this age, or, you know, so that's why I was kind of like a little confused about what he said about that. So anyway, his next thing was okay, so y'all know that I had got a TAC. The TAC is because my cervix shortens and stuff like that. So anyway, he was like, you know, why put in two he said he feels like if we put in two that both are going to take, and why put that stress on attack on a situation that already gave out before or whatever, or whatnot. So anyway, that was his next thing, was he didn't really want me to get back. He didn't want to put me back on that. He didn't want to put me back in that situation or whatnot. I wanted him to get on here because because he see it a little bit different than me. You know, I'm more into my emotions with everything and stuff, in a sense. He, on the other hand, was more in agreement with the doctor after the doctor explained things. So I really wanted him to come on camera with me, so that way he can just say, you know, from his side of view, the spouse side of view, the male side of view, and just, you know, be in this journey together. So his side of view of things.
Let me get my view real quick before I go. This is my
Why
view.
you not in the camera?
Alright, this is my view, y'all. Alright. I agree with the doctor because I know, you know, how important it is. I'm a man, so okay. Wait, I don't know how important it is about the whole baby thing from a woman's point of view, but I feel like your safety and your life come first. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you want to have kids, but you don't want to die in the process. You know, what's the point of all that? And as bad as you want something, you can't forget about yourself. And I think a lot of times people get caught up in their emotions and they forget about what's important. You know, not saying that, you know, I don't want to sound insensitive. Not saying that having a child is not important, but what's the point of you having a child if you can't physically take care of it or be here for it? So, you know, a lot of doctors, I think when a doctor makes a decision like that, that's saying that they're not there to just take your money. They're saying that they really, really care about your well-being also. You know what I mean? Because he could have said 2, 3, however he wanted. I mean, however we wanted, and then, you know, she risked her life. You know, what's the point of all that? So I was overjoyed to have someone that looks at everything across the board and looks at, you know, okay, where do we go from here once we do this? So it felt good to have somebody like that in your corner that's just not trying to get your money. And when he stated his facts from a medical point of view, I had no choice but to agree because, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, why would you want to have a child or have multiples and then you stand a potential chance of something going wrong? You know, even it being like, you know, you repeat the same concept. You know, he was just looking at everything across the board, her life, and just being able to carry forward his term without anything going wrong. You know, like that. So I had to put my emotions to the side and her emotions to the side and agree with him, because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know if dudes watch these channels. Yeah,
we have a lot of husbands. It's a couple thing. A lot of husbands.
Well, I think a lot of guys gonna agree with me when I say this. How many of y'all want to bury y'all wife? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do this. You know, so I was just looking at it from that point, and she probably was pissed off that I ain't say
I was
nothing.
upset because I feel like in the interview, like I was gonna go and just sit there and just be quiet because I was so heated and mad. I know me. And you know me, and I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna just be quiet and don't say nothing, because I knew that I didn't want to be disrespectful, because I wasn't angry, you know, so much at him. It was his opinion.
Awesome,
yeah, he's awesome. He is.
He's awesome. We've been knowing him for a long time. He's
pretty much like, for a long time.
He's pretty much like family. You know what I'm saying?
Like we look blurry.
And I agree with him. So if it's any of y'all that's in our same situation, the doctor tell you, you know, you have to put one or whatever like that for whatever medical reasons, man, it's the best thing to just go with what they say, because, you know, they didn't fail you at this point. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, you know, get caught up in their emotions and stuff like that. It's good to have somebody that's going to be honest with you and keep it real and say, no, you know, this is the best role possible. So that's how I feel about it. I'm cool with it. I wasn't upset. You know, I felt bad for...
But going in, I feel like me and you both had the ultimate goal. Like, we both really, really wanted. We was like, because you were just as adamant as I was. You was like,
I was cool.
You know, we gonna put 2. I don't know what Dr. Crochet talking about. We gonna put 2.
I wanted 2 for the simple fact is I don't want to be going through this again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing was like us saying like the very first time putting in 2 so we can make sure we got 1.
Yeah, but we have high quality embryos.
That's what I had just said. All of our embryos was grade AA except for one was AB, and AB is good. AB is good, and the other ones was excellent. So I was just reading to them, and I think I covered everything I said. Successful transfer the first time, good quality eggs, our age, not putting extra weight on the tack, and he didn't want me to have. He didn't want me to go through what I went through the last time. He even asked me, and I said I don't regret it. And I was like, I don't regret what I went through because simple fact of our daughters. If I say, oh, I regret it, then it's something different. But as far as I don't regret, all the stuff we went through as far as the pregnancy and stuff. Cause like my husband said, I had a really good pregnancy. Like nothing else was wrong except my cervix. So
she was never in pain.
Nothing.
Never. No complications. Unfortunately, her cervix opened up early, and we didn't even know that was going on because if we never went we went to a regular checkup.
Every 2 weeks we was going to a doctor.
Yeah, we went to a regular checkup, and they saw that. But but other than that, I mean, it was good. But,
and even Dr. Crochet, he put his emotions in there as well. He was just saying, he said that he could, because I was crying, of course, and he was like, I could just cry with you. He was like, but, he said he
sleep at night,
right? And I wouldn't, and he said I was like, okay, like, but I guess what kind of when he was talking about that too, he was saying like he got to tell some women that's like 40 years old that say, oh, I can't use your eggs, like. You can't use your own eggs to have kids because you're over that age and your eggs won't mature and your eggs won't grow and so things like that. And he was just like, the reason why I can't cry with you right now is because I've had to say no so many times, and
I think he made the right decision. Just because you got attacked doesn't mean that And
that's another thing. I had also mentioned in my sake, I know other people that have put 2 in even after 1 loss or after so many losses, they went ahead and put 2 in and had good births and stuff. And he told me, he was like, well, he said, I think that's stupid. He was like, I think that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard for somebody that has either lost 1 child or even multiples and then decide, oh, I'm going to put 2 even if you have the tax. So he was kind of saying like, in a sense of,
everybody's case is different.
Everybody's case is different.
Just because you put 2 doesn't mean, because I know some of y'all probably put 2 after y'all situation. Lord. Just because you put 2 doesn't mean like your doctor doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
It's just that everybody's case is different. Everybody's medical history is different. There's some people out there with the same weight frame as my wife probably have to put 2. Because they quality of their embryos is probably not the same.
And that's what he said. We even said it was like, so that's working against us because we have good quality eggs, and because that they're gonna stick right away. Which I'm praying to God that that's what happened this time. But you're trying to say that because I have good quality eggs, then that's why you put in only 1, or that's why you want to put 1. But then you have a woman same age as us, or a couple same age as us, and their quality is like C, D, or E, or whatever the lowest grade is. And then you gonna put 2 in her all because her grade is low, and then she might end up with twins. You know what I mean? So, and I wanted to, and then too, I guess he thought that I was trying to get twins again, which it's exciting to know that it would be twins again. All right, you gonna get out there in this weather right now?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Just go get some deodorant.
I need deodorant and
And what?
I need deodorant. And I need to get out. I need to get my logbook. I gotta take care of my
business. That's that important to not driving this bad weather.
That wasn't ain't bad.
We just got an alert on our phone.
Man.
You seen that? Okay, Tornado Watch in effect. Y'all seen what happened in Dallas? Did y'all see the news? Garland, Texas. Right there with my sister now.
I always wanted to fly. I'm playing.
Bye. Go ahead. You got life insurance. So anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate
it. You owe me.
I owe you what? A dinner?
You owe me.
Oh, speaking of dinner, oh shoot, hold on. I gotta stir my stuff. I asked him, I said, well, did you collaborate with Dr. Snell? Because Dr. Snell, she's the one that I started off with in the very beginning with my first 2 surgeries before she brought on all these other physicians to work. I don't know if they work under her or just work with her, but that was her little practice, at one point in time, just by herself. And so I asked, and he said, no, before you even mention, I think it was like as a matter of fact, when I had mentioned her name with the other person that goes there, he was like, and he said, and I sat down, he said, I wanted to make sure I wasn't going looking at this in an emotional state. He said, so basically, he said, I reached out to the other physicians. We sat down, you know, I had them read over your charts, read over everything that happened, and they all agreed that you should only put in one embryo. So anyway, I'm just like, what? Like, he said, I'm pretty sure if you went to, like, I think it's the board of IVF doctors, I don't know, but he said that there shouldn't be any. He said, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find one that's gonna want us, that say, oh, do as many as you want. He said, but it's more than just money here. He was like, it's not about money. He was like, because I don't need your money. He's like, I could care less about your money. He said, you know, basically, like I said, you know, he's like family, like my husband said, you know, he really is like family. So isn't it ultimately my decision? He was like, yeah, it's ultimately your decision. He was like, but we're not gonna do it. Breaks. What you mean none of y'all gonna do this? What are you talking about, Dr. Crochet? Come on now, come clear. Quit being so disrespectful. So anyway, I said, are you telling us that if we want to put in 2 embryos that we have to go to some other clinic? Is that what you're saying? He was like, yeah. I said, so you giving me an ultimatum. You telling me that it's either I do 1 with y'all or go do 2 with someone else? He says, yeah. I said, are you serious? Like, I'm looking at him like, dude. So I look at my husband and I'm just crying, because what really crossed my mind, what emotion crossed my mind at that particular time was, in my mind, I said, damn it. I said, I could have had my girls and be done with this bullcorn. That's how I felt. I was just like, now I'm being told what I can and can't do. I said, this is bullcorn. In my mind, I was like, Jesus. I was like, I would have been done. I said, God, I gotta close this window, y'all. Anyway, I was just like, this thing's a little blurry. I don't know why it's being all blurry right now. So anyway, like I said, I turned to my husband. I was just so upset. And the thing about it is that they know, number 1, it's more expensive. 2, number 1, have to do it all over again, even with them. Like if this, like say they put 1 in and it doesn't take, just so happen it doesn't take or whatever, and we have to do it all over again. Nobody had no money for that. Nothing. No money. You know, shoot. And then if we decided to go with someone else, we don't pay, like with our clinic, if you have a miscarriage or you lose a child or lose a baby before, I think like 32 weeks or something like that, or something of that nature, then they'll allow you to pay $3,200 for your next transfer, your next FET, if you have, you know, embryos left. I'm sorry, y'all, this is being blurry right now. I'm so sorry. Let's see. I'm sorry, it's so blurry. So anyway, yeah. And if this one don't take, they say they'll kind of work with us with a whoop-de-woo, but that's another, you know, amount of like 3,000, what, how much I said? 3,200. That's another amount. And we don't have that just laying around for this. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, I'm just ready to just get past this. And I just got really upset and I got really pissed off, because I'm just like, God, I was just right at the finish line. I was already 5 months pregnant. Like, all I needed was 3 more or 2 more, you know, at that. Not even 2, another month, something. You know, and it's just like, God dang, I was almost there. It wasn't like I was 5 weeks or, you know, like nothing to no one else, you know, with their loss. But it wasn't like I was, you know, just starting in the game. I was like late in the game. Jesus, like, man, you could have looked out for me, homie. Oh, it just frustrates me to have to go through all this crap again, you know. And I cried all the way home or whatever. And so we signed the freaking consent, okay? We signed it. We for our transfer that we're gonna have, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna announce it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna announce about it. I'm not even as excited as I was before. You know, the excitement is gone. In 2 weeks is gonna be my daughter's first birthday, all freaking ready. and I have so much emotions and so much anger right now until I'm just like, ugh. And like I said, I'm not as excited about it. You know, I'm not as excited about it. I'm not as excited about it as I was before. You know, it was a wave of emotional roller coaster this year. You know, the loss of the girls. Then we had to go through the whole going through the interview again to say, hey, we got to do this crap again. You know, and then the whole pushback. We wanted to do it in August. We wanted to do it in September. We then wanted to do it by October. Just scratch that. Now we gotta wait, you know. So everything, like, there's things behind the scene, of course, that y'all don't see and y'all don't hear about. Oh Lord. And he decided to go get in this rain. He know he's something special. So that part just really frustrated me. You know, I don't know what God's plan is. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, it could possibly still split. You know, like, I could still, you know, I mean, I want my girls back. Plain and simple. I want my girls back. I want my daughters back. I want them back. I don't have to go through this bullcorn again. You know, I want them back. I do. I want them here with me, right here. Till it's kind of like, okay, put one in and let's see. So anyway, like I said, we're gonna put this one in, and it is what it is. And he was like, see, me to tell me if you have a healthy baby that's in your arms. And I said, no, it ain't about the healthy baby. It's not about that part at this point. Yes, my ultimate goal is to have a healthy baby. You know, that's my ultimate goal. You know, with anybody, that's your ultimate goal, is to have a healthy baby. But the same token, nobody want to do this all over again, you know. And so, yes, I'm blessed that I get to do it over again. I'm not taking nothing for granted. So I'm in my situation as I am in now. So don't take what I'm saying that I'm taking this all for granted, because I can do this again. I got embryos. I ain't got to do IVF all over again. Or, you know, I got the you know, like, don't look at this and say, oh, look at her. At least she, you know, don't look at it like that. But just think about, in your situation, how angry you are in your situation at that current time. In my time, my current situation, I'm upset at the fact that I'm being told no again. I feel like I was being told no with my girls. No, you can't have them. Basically, you know, I ain't saying no from God, but in a sense, I'm just like, I don't have them. That was a no. That was a rejection, you know. And all the crap we went through this past year has been no, 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 no. So I'm looking for some doggone yeses. I'm looking for some, yes, you can do this. Yes, you can have this. Yes, you can have what you lost. Yes, you can have with this. I'm looking for some yeses, you know. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just, it's like it struck a chord with me. And I had told, I think it was Nikki or Sunshine, I'm not sure who I had told, but I feel like a lot of those old emotions, those old like being bitter and angry, a lot of those old emotions resurfaced that point in time. But anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful New Year. I hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope y'all have a wonderful New Year's, and I just hope that this new year brings joy to so many of y'all ladies, you know. So anyway, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces. Bye.